Hi guys, Dr. Crystal here with your Monday motivational moment. Let me start by saying Happy International Women's Day. Today, March 8th, has been set aside as a day to globally recognize women for the contributions that they've made. So I ask you, how are you celebrating yourself and the accomplishments that you've made and the impact that you've made in your life? And for the guys who are listening, how are you celebrating the women in your life today? So again, Happy International Women's Day. Last week, I shared a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, and the quote read, "Well behaved women rarely make history." And I also went on to share a few tips on how we can be wild as we embrace our God given purpose. And those tips were one, we have to be willing to do whatever it takes, right? We have to be willing to do whatever it takes to fulfill that purpose. We have to be independent thinkers. We have to leverage our connections, and we have to be dedicated to our God given purpose. So, today, I would like to spend a few minutes just talking about what it means to truly be willing to remove all the negativity, all of the things that stop us, and embrace that God given purpose. How many times have you said to yourself, I'm going to go back to school and finish my degree. I'm going to start that business. I'm going to take on this project. I'm going to write that book, only to look up and it's 1, 2, maybe 5 years later, and you still have not moved forward and done the things that God has placed on your heart for you to do. How many times have you looked around and that thing has not gotten accomplished? And we offer many good reasons as to why. Either we were too busy, our schedules didn't allow it, we didn't have the money, we didn't have the support, it's already been done, no one really cares about that idea. There are many reasons that we tell ourselves and we tell others as to, why we've not accomplished the thing that God has placed in our hearts to accomplish. But I want to ask you, why do you think we so easily give in to the self-defeating thoughts? Why is it that we so easily allow those negative thoughts to take over and paralyze us? And I'll tell you, it's easy because we've gotten so accustomed to buying into the lies. We buy into the lies that those around us may tell us, oh, you can't do that. Don't waste your time. Somebody's already done that. Who really wants to hear that? And we also give in to the lies that we tell ourselves, the private thoughts that we have in the middle of the night, the things when we get that urge to get up and get it done, that thing that holds us back. The one thing that repeats over and over and over again in our minds. We give in to those things. And it's easy, when you think about the lie and the development of the lie and that negative self defeating thought process, right? First, we hear it. We either hear it from someone else or we hear it from ourselves. And that negative talk that we believe about ourselves, that becomes the lie. That's the narrative. And then we dwell on that lie. We replay it over and over and over again until it becomes a belief. And then once we believe that lie, we act on that lie. And when we act on that lie, what happens? It simply reinforces the negative thought. So if we're doing it, if we're not accomplishing it, if we're running into people that are saying, oh, it's not going to work, then therefore it must be true. And that's how that cycle, that vicious cycle of the lie and the negative thoughts hold us back and paralyze us. But how do we break it, right? How do we break that lie? Well, Proverbs 23:7 says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You break the lie by being willing to do whatever it takes to overcome the power of the negative, self-defeating thoughts that are holding you captive. You do that by one, identifying the areas in your life where your negative thoughts have you paralyzed. Those areas in your life where you just feel like, I can't overcome this hurdle. I can't get it done. I'm never good enough. You identify what area in your life that negative thought is holding you captive in. And then once you've identified it, you become willing to put in the work to uncover the root of whatever it is that started that negative thought. It could be something that goes all the way back to your childhood. It could be something that a close friend said, something that a parent said, but you have to be willing to put in the work. And you do that by prayer. You can do that by talking to a trusted friend. And if that doesn't help, you can do that by seeking professional help. And then step 3, you begin to replace the negative thoughts with the truth about who you really are, the truth about the things that you can truly accomplish. So today, I encourage you guys to spend some time really reflecting, watching your thoughts, watching your actions. And when things just don't seem a little right, ask yourself, what prompted me to make that decision? What prompted me to not move forward in the thing that I wanted to do? And then begin to take those thoughts captive and replace them with the truth. So have a great week.